Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing fantastic. Yes, I'm back with another one. This one is gonna be, I don't know, it might evoke some emotions in different types of people, but today we're talking about what's wrong with Mason Mount. I've been seeing a lot of conversations online. You know, there's some obviously Mount fans, which I'm a part of. You know, I've been converted by Mount, and then there's other people that are kind of like, I don't know about him, and they're kind of questioning things that he does, and we're gonna talk about that today. But before I get into all of that, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I have my cup of coffee with me, so you know what that means. I'm going to say something that no one agrees with and get battered in the comments, but that's okay. That's okay. Anyway, let's get right into it. So, Mason Mount, everybody loves Mason. I mean, even if you're on the side of people that don't necessarily think that Mason Mount is an amazing player, you have to give him his props. A lot of doubters were on him when Lampard was around. Everyone thought, oh, this is just, Lampard's favorite, and this is why he keeps playing. But he's proved himself over and over and over and over and over again to everyone, and he just keeps getting better and better. So this video, if you were expecting me to come on here and bash Mason Mount, this is not what this video is about. It's more about what is lacking in his game plan. What can Mason Mount do better to get him to that level, so we can look at him like, a Frank Lampard and other greats that have come, like a Michael Ballack maybe, greats that have come into this Chelsea team and shown themselves and become legends. Obviously, at this point, Mason Mount is on his way to being that Chelsea legend that we all want him to be and we all expect him to be. But with that comes a lot of pressure. I think because he's been in the first team for a few seasons now, we forget how young Mason Mount is and how much learning he still has to do. Now, from my point of view, I think Mason Mount does one thing amazingly, and that's give everything at all times. Even if he's having the worst game of his life, he still gives it all. He's still running up and down the field. He's still making tackles if needs be, being in the attack and pushing himself to be, up there with the best players in every single matches. My issues with Mason Mount sometimes is his inability to have that vision. It's his inability to look up and make that pass. I mean, if we look back to the Champions League final when he gave that pass to Kai Havertz, that was prime Frank Lampard. It almost reminded me of the pass that Frank Lampard gave Ramirez against Barcelona in 2012. That beautiful, back was turned to Ramirez, had one quick look and chipped the ball right into his path perfectly, and he stuck it away. And it's kind of like a similar situation for me. But I think sometimes Mason Mount, he plays a lot of the time with his head down, so he doesn't get to read the game properly. I think if Mason Mount works on becoming a better reader of the game and playing those first time, I think the whole team, if we look at our whole midfield, I mean Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, Ziyech, a bunch of the guys are also guilty of this, of not giving that first pass when needs be. Looking back at who did we play? Was it Aston Villa? The Aston Villa game. That pass from Kovacic, because Lukaku wanted it first time, he gave him the sublime pass to put him through for the first goal, where he beat the defender and wrapped his foot and stuck it in the back of the net. So I think it's important for our team as a whole to kind of have that. But I think for Mason Mount to stand out, to become the player that we know, that the potential that is in him, he needs to step up his game, especially with the amount of competition they are in those spaces with Christian Pulisic and Ziyech, obviously Cho doesn't want to play at right wing back. So looking at all of these things and the competition that's in that, Werner, Kai Havertz, it's tough. And for Mason Mount to stand out in these in these positions. He's gonna have to be able to read the game better, not just grind, but looking at like a Jordan Henderson at Liverpool. Jordan Henderson is not the most skillful player, but number one, he's a hard worker and he reads the game amazingly well. He's able to put passes where Mo Salah and Mane can run onto, or Jota or Firmino. He's able to read the game so well in those cases, and he brings that Liverpool midfield alive. So if Mason Mount can work on those issues and look up when he needs to be and make those passes, I think he's going to have a fantastic career at Chelsea. Obviously, we're expecting him to do that already, but it's just a few things, and that's kind of the conversations that I'm seeing on Twitter with I'm not going to call them anti Mason Mount fans. I think as Chelsea fans we're allowed to have differing opinions on certain players to a respectful level, but so I just think those are the few things that Mason Mount kind of needs to look at improving to making that partnership, because from what I'm seeing, the best three that we have right now, as of the Tottenham game, let's say, we have Mason Mount, Kai Havertz, and Lukaku up front. I haven't seen Lukaku play with Timo Werner, so I'm not sure what that's going to be like, but that's what we're looking at, and hopefully that he gets better. He gets better with that, and he's better at the first time passes and the looking up and reading the play better. I think those are two main factors that are important for Mason Mount to become the legend that we know he is. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think I'm just rambling on about Mason Mount when there's no need, or you agree with me? Let me know what you think in the comments, and yes, I will see you guys for the next video. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.